If women are going to act the way they're going to act nowadays, the modern day woman, then how can you provide and give these type of things if that's not what they're actually going to go ahead and appreciate from you? They're thinking most definitely they can get any man. And so you're going to fall into the category of being that any man if you guys don't switch it up like this. At the end of the day, even if we don't want it to be a game, you have to know how to play it. It's chess, not checkers. What is up, my B-Boss baddies and my bad man fellas? It is your girl Bosana and welcome BBossArmy. So as you guys can tell by the title, today I'm going to be talking about when you stop caring, she starts chasing. It's been a while since I've done this video, so I am very happy to be back with this video. I feel like I'm going to give you guys some fresh new things. So if you haven't checked out the other videos, go ahead and do that so you don't miss out on any information, any game that I'm trying to put you guys on. So with that being said, go ahead and check out everything that is on my screen, every single thing, especially my other two YouTube channels. Guys, it's just as entertaining, I would say. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So today I'm gonna tell you some points basically to help you guys understand why when you stop caring, women start chasing. All right, you guys, so I have 3 points, but they're very detailed, so watch until the end to get the number 1 thing. Okay, so number 3 on my list is let her take the lead since she wants it that bad. What women tend to do nowadays is that they want you to commit and want you to bring all that you have and give it to them. Basically everything, right? The whole, I love you, I'm here for you, never leave, spoil her, every single thing. Be lazy, let her not have anything to bring to a table, but just some good looks, right? So nowadays, because they expect all that from a man, you guys are over here trying to deliver in the way that you guys feel like a woman is expressing to you guys as to what they actually want from you guys. But unfortunately, what women are telling you guys is literally, and I'm not going to get into it right now because this is going to be the next thing I talk about, but they're giving you false information pretty much, right? So when you guys are trying to do the part of the alpha male role that you have, and that is taking the lead, of course, being in charge, being the man of the household, all these things where you feel like it's gonna be you first and a woman coming after you, and she's supposed to submit to you because you're providing all that a man should be doing as a leader, as an alpha male. She all of a sudden feels like, okay, you're not really doing enough, or I want this differently. But truthfully, because a lot of women don't want to be honest with themselves, what they'll end up doing, sorry, it's distracting me, but if you guys hear the honks and all that, maybe you guys don't pick it up, but you guys already know soccer. Today was the final cup and everybody's out there honking, you know what I mean? Shout out to Italy for winning. But back to what I was saying, since they claim a lot of times say, oh, this is exactly what I want. I want a man that does exactly this. I want him to cater to my needs. I want him to understand me completely. I want him to be soft, understand my emotions. I don't know why guys are so nonchalant. But realistically, what they want is a man to take charge, because a lot of women don't understand their own emotions. They don't understand how to get in control. They don't understand how to be that woman for a man, what men want and what they expect. And this really goes back to their history, back to a lot of self-love that they lack and things that they have to just keep bringing back to themselves. So now they're asking for a specific thing, but not realizing them as a woman, they don't want that. And that's why when guys start trying to do what they think is the right thing for a woman, what a woman is actually asking from that guy, the woman is still not satisfied. What men have to understand, along with women, don't get it twisted. Women have to understand this first, but now it's becoming a problem for you guys. They might think they want that, but guess what? They don't even know what they want for themselves. So they're thinking that this is what's best. But how can you think what's best if you don't know yourself, right? And that's where, back to the self-love, a lot of things are lacking in females nowadays. A lot of times they're finding validation in other men, in social media, and women liking their pictures, women supporting them. The fake, I support women, but realistically, I just want to support myself, but I gotta act this way. You guys, don't get it twisted. I'm talking about a whole lot of negative stuff, but this is the problem. This is where we have to touch on. So there can hopefully, and I hope, which, I'm not gonna lie, the hope is not high, but I hope that there is a solution where men and women can kind of see eye to eye more than what we have going on. No relationships can continue going on, no commitment, no faithfulness, because men and women just can't be on the same page. So back to this advice, if women knew the self-love that they can have and actually to not be insecure, to love themselves, then it would actually help them so much more to find the man that they actually need, because they will start valuing you as a man as to what you're actually giving to her and she's actually benefiting. Nowadays, women become ungrateful. They don't care. They don't give a F. They don't even pay you no mind. They don't even respond. Most of the time, you guys are out here getting ghosted. They choose to, and then the ones that don't choose to, they just say, you know what, like, I don't really know this. I'm not understanding none of it. Okay, so at the end of the day, focus on yourself. This is why when you really give yourself all the energy and you stop caring about that woman, then she's gonna start understanding that, okay, well, I took that for granted, and this is exactly what I actually want from this man. And if they don't see no prize in you, then that's how you're gonna end up getting treated. So really, you're only gonna be getting the results that you want from stepping back and not leading until a woman that actually needs the leading to go on. And lastly, I'll close off with, I understand, you know, as a man, you're supposed to make the first approach. You're supposed to actually, you know, most times take the woman out to eat. If women are going to act the way they're going to act nowadays, the modern day woman, then how can you provide and give these type of things if that's not what they're actually going to go ahead and appreciate from you? So with that being said, lastly, go ahead and take that power of having the lead, give it to yourself. And then when you want to actually put that effort, put that energy, when you actually want to start showing some caringness and giving her what she actually wants, and she's giving you what you want in return, then you will do that when it's time. But don't force it right now. Let her try to think that she's in control. Let her just do whatever and not give an F. And lastly, don't entertain it. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next point that I have to talk about. This is the opposite is what's going to attract women. Hey, give me a big thumbs up for that one, because even if you heard it, it's the damn truth, and it has to be said over and over and over again. The opposite of what you want, back to what I just said with the last point, is that women don't know what they want. The opposite of what you are going to give to these women is what's going to actually attract them. And I talk strongly about how women don't really know what they want, because women are so confused, and it goes back to their emotions. They're thinking, this is what's actually best for me. Oh no, you know what? This sounds better for me. But yet, I don't even know what's actually going to make me truly happy. I'm thinking more so the man that I'm going to be dealing with. Oh, the money that's going to actually come if I deal with this guy. The clout, the status that's actually going to be me because I decided to mess with him. That's what's most important. I don't even care how his personality is. I don't care about anything that has to do with the real him. I just care with what's presented and what's physical. They're caught up in the wrong things. They don't understand. They really don't. And I'm going to keep saying this because it's really important. Whether they do understand or they don't, you just take them as in, I'm not going to entertain you. I'm not worried about you. You have to treat women the same nowadays. If you're going to be giving them opposite of it, make them realize things, then they're going to start chasing you. And that's exactly because they're not getting what they artificially think that they want. Whatever is going on with females nowadays, let me bring the focus back to you guys. You guys won't hurt so much, right? Nowadays, you feel like I did my part. I was caring and all that stuff. But when you don't get the results, if you just decided to do the opposite, which would mean you don't entertain what is actually, forced in you. And that's what a lot of women do. They force it on you. So they give you exactly the answers, and that's more so with their actions. And you guys take it and try to make positivity out of it. But realistically, what you guys have to understand, when you give them the opposite, that's what they're really rooting for, because women think they know exactly what men want. And the twist comes in when you guys don't give them exactly what they want. And so now what is next? The next thing is, I gotta do a different strategy. And for what woman would go to decide, it's going to take the route of, I have guys validating me. Why would I even give them that type of attention? Or it's going to be, you know what? It's time for me to submit. Obviously, the submitting part is very, very small, but that is something that is out there with some women, not most, of course. So now you give them this ultimatum, basically, and I'm going to talk about this more. I always, say a little bit before I get into the next point most of the time, but the woman's going to be feeling like, okay, I know certain stuff is not going to work with this man. So now that he's actually giving what I did not expect, and what I expected was really this specific type of thing, because all men are starting to do this for me because I look good, whatever the reasons are. Then now you doing the opposite, it's gonna back to the twist and bring it up. You need to be the type of guy that's not expected or not explained for what women say that they actually want. Nowadays, these girls, and I'm being real with you guys, they're slutty. Their thoughts, they're opening their legs up. There's so many different reasons why to this exact situations and things that are going on. If you guys are not helping yourself, then you're not helping yourself at all. It's not about, let me bring a woman into my life. Even if she is doing most of what she's supposed to be doing, make sure you're doing the part to keep yourself happy. So if you feel like you're caring so much or you're doing too much and that's what happened, then you have to draw the line before you can even have me say, oh, do this exactly. So it's really bring it back to yourself so you can choose yourself instead of saying, I'm going to choose a woman first. Go ahead and care, give everything that you got. And now you can't have a woman even look your way. So when you switch the roles, right, do the opposite, then it becomes a game changer. And before I move on to the last thing, that's what you guys have to bring, the game changing, the whole thing. Just switch it all up on these females. I'm telling you right now, women expect a certain stuff from men, and that's most men, the same way you guys expect most modern day women to be exactly these type of ways. Both games playing. At the end of the day, even if we don't want it to be a game, you have to know how to play it, right? It's chess, not checkers. So last thing that I have on my list is tell her what she doesn't want to hear. And so I'm going to give you guys an example, and then I'm going to tell you guys what it leads to. The example that I'm going to give you guys for telling her something that she doesn't actually want to hear, and I'll just mention this quickly so you guys understand this. It's going back to giving her the opposite of what she actually says that she wants, but truly isn't what she wants. So you have to give her the opposite. So telling her, I can't have too many distractions. So anything, however you say it, whatever way you say it, however you speak, I know everybody speaks differently, has their slang and things like that. So however you say it to her, the whole idea of it is what you're saying to her is trying to get her to understand that you are not that important. And that's what you have to snap into these females' faces, not literally, but they have to wake up and see the reality, because they're thinking it's going to be easy with every man. They're thinking most definitely they can get any man. And so you're going to fall into the category of being that any man if you guys don't switch it up like this. Make sure you say something to her so it seems like you're back to your own grind. You guys been caring for so long. You've been about her for so long. You've been devoted to her. You've been all in. But now the second that you guys actually let her know that time's up for you, I'm doing my own thing now, or I'm back to what I really need to do. You're trying to hustle and not give that energy into that woman. It's going to work for you. So what I decided to say, like I said in the beginning, the whole attention thing, how it transitions, it's going to start with caring, right? You're going to be the one that's caring, giving your all. But boom, you hit her with the whole, I'm too distracted. A lot of times women will end up cracking as well, saying, oh, you don't call me no more. You don't text me. You don't hit me up. But when you hit her with, I've been so busy, get on my grind, things like that, ooh, they just get turned on. And if they don't, they're just thinking like, ooh, what type of things are you actually busy with though? Is it a female? Or is it your money? Or is it going to help your status? Right? These are the things that women really ask themselves. So when you say the caring is out, it goes from you stop caring, right? You don't give her no more attention. And guess what the last thing is going to be? You guys got to know this. It's going to lead her to doing whatever it takes to get that attention back. And that's where the chase gets brought back into, or starts becoming a thing for her to you. So really, you have to take it like this. It's not easy with women. So if you can grab their attention and find a way to get them to chase, but that's really by not doing much and doing the opposite, then you can really win with women and have the success that you want and get them to actually do the part that you've been doing most of the time when you were speaking to her, or not even getting a chance, but now getting a chance. Now she's doing exactly what you did not expect her to do and just wanted her to. So lastly, you guys, with this point, they really want you guys to do something different. They're not expecting it, and when they don't expect it, they want more of it. Okay, you guys? So I really hope this video helped you guys out, and if it did, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you follow me on my social media and everything that is on my screen, and you guys will see me in my next video. Bye, you guys.